Hello guys, I'm gonna share some cool effective strategies to build your brand. It's called $1 a day, and I've recently learned it from Dennis Yu. I've been watching a lot of different advanced marketing strategies course recently, to help my existing clients and to constantly educate my team to grow. And I thought it was worth sharing, so I'm gonna just share my screen. Okay, let's get diving. As you guys can see my screen, hopefully. Okay, so basically, I recently learned it from Dennis Yu, and we are actually going to try it on a lot of our different clients, to build their actually content as well as their different brand strategies that we are constantly helping our clients with. Let me actually. It was basically a really long course that I actually ended up watching myself, to learn the whole thing about the whole brand building strategies using $1 a day. And there have been like a lot of different checklists which I ended up reading. I'm gonna just quickly share with you. These were really big. Let me actually show you 1 second. So I'm just gonna download it. Let me actually pull the PDF up in front of you guys. So it's just one PDF that I'm going to open right now, as you guys can get the idea. So basically, as you guys can see, so this is just a one PDF, and it contains about like 58 pages. And there were some, it contains I think more than 200 pages in some of them. So I ended up reading the whole thing because I'm really passionate about the whole marketing stuff. And since I'm already running the marketing agency, so it's really a good idea for me, to constantly learn and and improve to better serve my clients. So yeah, let's dive into it. So basically, it's why is it called dollar a day? Because we are only we are boosting our post, and we are just setting up $1 a day to boost up that post, and then we gradually see how it's performing, and then we make a different adjustment to it. So here's the basic checklist. I'm going to go through some of these points. Basically, the course was really big. I don't want to, I cannot possibly cover the whole thing in this video, but I will give you the whole gist of it, so you can get the idea, what was it's all about, and how you guys can implement it on your own as well. So yeah, let me actually try to cover it from here. So basically, creation of your topic feed. Basically, these above two are these are good. So like you need to audit your profile. You need your website and your profile to see if your profiles are all set up according properly, and those all have all the about us sections updated to it, all the the website URL updated to it, and each of your social profile are actually internal link to each another. So that's these are just one of those things that you need to see and audit your goals and targeting. Basically, one of the most important part in this one section the week one had in the video, you actually need to know your avatar, basically your client profile. Some people call it client profile, some people call it client avatar, some people call it I don't know, there are like brand persona or client persona. There are like a lot of different names people are calling it. Anyways, you need to know all the details about your client, what they are, who they are, in the whole stuff like that. And I've actually covered, I think one of my recent videos actually about the building your avatar sheet. I think it's in my YouTube video, and I hope my video guy will add that video in the description below, so you guys can hop in and see that one as well. So basically, that will just teach you how you can create the basic avatar of your client. It has a lot of different categories which will really help you to know what's the whole thing is. So I would really recommend you guys to watch that video as well. So yeah, the second thing, creation of your content library, tools to keep track of your digital assets, repository of positive mentions, and evergreen content. So yeah, this was just basic, just so you can if you guys can keep track of all of your content as you guys are building and creating for your clients or yourself as well. So you guys can maybe come up with an Excel sheet. I usually recommend the spreadsheet, which is because it's really it's live on the Google Drive, and your whole team can easily see it and browse around it and make adjustment to it whenever they want to, and it's pretty easy because it's synced. So yeah, that was the second part, and now the third part, which is actually really interesting, the creation of your topic wheel, customize your brand, incorporating your network. So I'm just going to actually cover that part really deeply in these slides that I built. By the way, these slides are all of these slides are actually taken from the course itself, the course from the Dennis Yu, and the company the company is called, I think there are company name, yeah, the Blitz Metric. I think this is the company that Dennis Yu own. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing his name right. So yeah, let me actually read. So yeah, I'm going to cover the topic wheel thing, the creation of your topic wheel, and it's actually pretty amazing. You guys really need to know, how the whole thing is working, how these most influencers, how these most gurus out there coming up with their different content strategies every day. So yeah, that's one of the more the thing that you guys will learn in this third section. Also, assemble a 3x grid, sequencing your content into why, how, and what. I'm going to cover that as well in this video. I'm hoping this video don't get too long, but anyways, I'm trying to cover cover the whole thing, at least the basic part of it, so you guys can get the idea, how the whole thing is structured. And okay, the week 5, boosting on Facebook, up to 9 pieces of content, promoting your target audience, starting, all that, basically boosting your post on Facebook isn't really that hard, and I am not going to cover that part in this video. You guys can, watch a whole lot of different videos over the YouTube, how you guys can boost the video, how you guys can create different audience, lookalike audience, and the existing audience, or whatsoever. Basically, what we need to do, we need to create actually 3 different audience. One audience would be, the why audience, and the second audience would be the audience who will be watching the video series of how, and the third audience is going to be the audience which will be the the what audience. Basically, if I'm going to let me actually divide these 3 and explain you guys as well. So basically, in the why videos, we will be just sharing our stories, our live stories, what we are doing, how we are doing, what do we think is right and what's wrong and what's not, the basic stuff. Basically, in the why video, we won't be selling anything to anyone. In the how video, we will be showing how we are helping different clients, what strategies we do use, and basic stuff of it. Basically, in the how video, we won't be saying anything as well. In the how video, we will be just showing that we know that what we are doing. Basically, it's just to build the authority within your brand. And the third part is what these will be the you guys can say the sales pitch video. I don't really like calling it that way, because we will be just explaining what do we do and how can we help you with those different strategies as well, basically done for your services. Okay, the last thing, creation of great hit list, finding your best performing content. So yeah, this last part, let me actually see if I can I was trying to anyways, basically this part can only be done if you are if you do have a repository sheet where you are mentioning all of your content, and and you're tracking all of the likes and dislikes and comments, and how our audience is reacting. If you do have that, then that's the only way you can keep track of your performance of your content. So basically, that will be the week 6 thing. If you will start just like this accordingly, the first week you just need to see your profile, how they are structured, how you want them to be. Is it really aligned to your customer audience? Is it really aligned to your customer persona? How do they really want will they be really interested in working with you if they will be seeing your profile or not? So that's the 1 week thing. The 2 week thing, basically, you will prepare the whole the Excel sheet of which will basically track all of your content. I don't really have the Excel sheet example right now, but I think you guys can come up with a lot of different Excel sheets on your own. It's pretty easy just to create in a spreadsheet, and basically you just need to keep track of the basic stuff. So that's not really hard anyways. So yeah, and the 3rd week is going to be the topic field thing, which I'm going to actually cover in this video. So I'm hoping you guys will love it. And the 4 week thing, the 3x3 grade, this is actually great as well. I'm going to cover this part in this video as well. So yeah, let's actually dive into it. Basically, you need to see if your profile exists in your if your own profile exists on Facebook, and LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and your website. And there are a couple of other social profiles as well, like TikTok and all the others. Some of them are good, some of them not good for some kind of businesses. So that's really depend on your on your business industry. But anyways, if you're branding yourself, you need to know you need to have all of these your profile and your public figure page, as well as the company page as well. If you're I would actually recommend you to to create your company page as well, even though if it's just even though if it's just your own brand building. So yeah, so basically that's the first big thing. So this was the 3x3 grade thing that I was mentioning. You will basically categorize your video in 3 categories. So why videos, you telling about your childhood memory, your first job, and your different gratitude, and all the basic stuff. Basically not saying anything, just telling your telling your story to your audience, and and boosting your post, so they will get to know you, what you do, what you stand for, and what do you think is right and what's not. So basically just so your audience just so they can disconnect you, and they get to know you what's how you really are. And the how part is topic wheel. How part is when you will actually be either interviewing your different clients, or and sharing some basic strategies, how you're helping them, and what different techniques you're using, and what feature planning you're what different techniques you are going to implement in the future for your client, and how your product or service is really solving the problem for your clients and you as your company as well, and how you're really growing, and the stuff like that. And the what part is when you will be actually starting selling these stuff, showing so basically if they will be seeing you for a whole lot of time, first they will obviously seeing your why video, then you will be seeing your how video. Basically it's just like a funnel stage. You're basically educating your audience first to get to know you, then what do you really do, and then you're selling with them whatever your services or product is. So yeah, that's the whole part is the whole purpose of the 3x3 3x3 grid. And also one of the questions that in the course he mentioned how you will actually monitor the video, which content is good and which is not. So basically that's these are the 4 signals that you will actually need to see. So as it says, when is video hot? 4 signals. So impressions 50% views through rate, and video views 50% 3 to 10 second views. Okay, 10 second videos 50% organic, organic to paid mix. Okay, so basically 50%. Anyways, basically this is just these are just the basic stats to know if your content is performing better. Because obviously you won't be just creating 3 videos for why, 3 videos for how, 3 videos for what. This is not how it's going to work. You will be basically creating a whole lot of series of videos to cover in the why section, and to cover in the whole, to cover in the how, and to cover in the what section. And you will be actually targeting different audience, and and basically the how videos will only be seeing by those who have already watched your video series of why. So basically you will actually create 3 different audiences accordingly, and you can learn about creating audiences and how to boost the Facebook post and all in the YouTube yourself. It's pretty easy, not really hard. But yeah, there are some techniques, there are some ways, there are some options that you choose to obviously make it more effective, so you spend less and get more out of it. And there are a whole lot of different things that you need to know. That's where we as a digital marketer come in, because we have been spending a whole lot of money for our different clients, so we know what really is working and what's not. And but still we still really fail on a whole lot of different campaigns for our clients, since we are gradually learning about different industries, because every different industry is reacting differently for their different audiences. Anyway, so basically in the why video, this is the basic structure that they in the video they come up with. So basically in the why video, you just need to cover these 3 points. When I was, like, let's say you just need to start basic stuff. When I was a child, I had the dream, and then I believe. So basically the second, then you will come up on the second part. I believe that I would be able to change these things like that, and I will try to do that way. Then you can come up on the third point, which will then I started I started getting clients. I started pitching different clients, different agencies, stuff like that. Basically you need to come up with this your real story. Don't try to be don't try to steal anything from anyone, and anyone can tell if you're faking it, if you're not really telling the right or correct story. They can really tell. So basically everything needs to be true, and really just be yourself, just be 100% yourself. And yeah, so basically this is just a 3 part where you can easily divide your story. So yeah, that's what it. And the structure of the 1 minute why video. Okay, also the video length is, I don't think that that really matters. In the video, in the course video, he mentioned the video needs to be from 1 minute to 3 to 4 minutes, as long as your the story or the whatever you're sharing is really engaging. And if you can do that, you can have the longer video. But it's in the course video, he mentioned the most amount of videos that have been watching in the Facebook are the 1 minute videos. So basically if you can keep it under the one video, and basically 1 minute video, and you will be posting it as well, so there is a high chance that you will get a whole lot of views and comments and likes and all that. So this is going to be the structure of the 1 minute video. Basically in the 40 seconds, initial 40 seconds, you're just going to tell your story, where you how you started, what you think, and all that. And then in the 15 second in the middle, you're going to your belief statement, what you think it's going to be and what needs to be, or what you think, whatever you're planning to do. Also, I don't think it would be easy. I don't think it would be easy for new people to cover the story in the exactly 40 seconds, and exactly in the 15 seconds they need to cover their belief statement and all that. And in the last 5 seconds, there's what I'm statement. Basically I'm statement is just what you are, and basic some stuff about you. So I don't think it needs to be covered up in this sequence really, but you will just once you will start building different and shooting different videos, and you will see how your audience is reacting to it. Then you can adjust adjust your videos accordingly. I won't say I won't say paying too much attention to each of the videos. Just start doing it, because we don't really start anything. And even me myself, I have been thinking for almost 5-6 years now to to create these marketing tips and tricks videos for you guys. And now in 2020, it's actually the 4th quarter of 2020. I'm actually trying to build this video for you guys. So it's ready. So it's helped me get more get more tips from you as well, and to learn more stuff accordingly. So basically, this is just to list out, list out your competitors, and just based on their subscribers, based on their website, just write down their audience insights, or whatever you think it would be. Even it's just not a correct number, you can just a basic round number for it. It needs to be really good and really high, so that obviously that's that way you will be able to take and learn from your competitor and take ideas from their existing content, either they are in the shape of videos or the blog or the whatever their services or whatever they're doing in their existing services and serving their clients with. So yeah, list out your 3 or 4 or 5, whatever. I think 3 is a great number. So just list out top 3 competitors and just write down their audience size, and just to give you the better idea how big they are, and that way you will be able to further optimize based on their content. And not only that, you will be actually targeting their existing audience too. So there are actually a bunch of different audience option, and interest option in the Facebook. When you will be running ads, there are a bunch of different ways for you that you can easily target your existing your different competitors customers. So I'm not going to cover that part. That's a whole different tricky ways to do that. So that's not a part of this video. So this is just to give you the idea that's really doable. And the second part is list your competitors' common interest. So yeah, that only you can tell what your customer common interests are, since you are closely working with them. Don't try to Google it. Don't try to come up with some other common interest for your customers. So that won't help us also. So just write down whatever you think your most common your customers' most common interests are. So just write them down and try to cover up your videos around those common interests. So that way they will be most likely relate to that video. Okay, the third part, let's 5 workplace based targeting of influencers in your feed. Okay, I think it was the part in the video where you will actually try to see and find out the influencers within your industry and relevant to your industry. Either it's the services that you're providing, or if it's even a product. Try to find the the existing influencers and see what they are doing, and learn from their techniques, and and see what you can take ideas from those existing content as well. And the third part is create safe audience for each of these 3 groups, including one macro targeted audience for workplace target. So yeah, basically you can also create the audience for these 3 different groups as well, and then you can try to target your videos to them as well. And this is actually a separate audience that you will be creating, and this is not the same audience that the why, how, and the what audience is actually going to be separate, even though that's that's also linked to it. That's also going to link to it, but you can obviously create a different audience for it, because when you're boosting the post, you can actually link different audience to it. So yeah, that's about it. Basically, this is just to list out your competitors, and just to give you the basic something to start with. Also, this is the 7-point optimization cheat sheet. This is pretty basic, and you guys can read it and get the idea. I'm not going to cover up all of these points. You can I will actually share the sheet in the YouTube video down below, or if it's going live in the Facebook, Twitter link, or wherever my team is actually going to put in the video. I'm not sure which platform we are going to actually use right now. I'm guessing we are going to use almost all of them. But anyways, wherever they will be posting it, I'm sure they will be able, they will be able to link this slide sheet link there, so you guys can just go through these points again on your own. So now the fun parts begin. This is the topic wheel that I was actually talking about. So basically, in what section you are actually there. Basically, that's your service, that's your product, and how you serve. That's the different how that's actually going to a different kind of videos, and the why videos are going to be you basically the stories video. Those are actually are different ones. Okay, rest of these 3 slides are basically just explaining in what stage you will be covering what kind of videos. So basically, in what stage what kind of videos you guys will be building. So these are just a basic explanation. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but this is just what I've been explaining in my previous slide. This is just a detailed explanation of what kind of video you will be covering in the why section, in the how section, and in the what section as well. And since this slide is going to be attached below the video, so I guess you guys can read it on your own. It's pretty easy, and the same thing that I've been explaining. So yeah, let's just actually cover up the topic wheel thing and the main stuff about the topic wheel. Basically, this is how the whole topic wheel is working. So basically, let's say this is the guy who is interested in the following topics, and he's basically selling either his service or product within these following topics. So basically what he will do, he will actually try to find the most the most and top influencers on each of these topics. So let's say in the second screenshot you will get the idea. So now they will actually get, try to see their content and what they are doing, either in the shape of the blog or in the shape of the video. They can actually take the ideas from it as well, which guys can see. So basically this screenshot will actually give you the better idea how they will be actually able to create, more and more content from it. And this is just another screenshot. Basically this is just to show you, the topic field. Once once you will start, creating the topic around it, you will have more and more video content for you. And this is the Dennis Yu himself. He's the guy who's actually uh, he's the main guy who was actually, who taught the course in the digital marketer lab about the, $1 strategy. So yeah, this is his own topic wheel. Let me actually show you. Okay, I'm back again. Sorry, I had to pause the video again. It was like the fourth time I had to pause the video. Getting a bunch of calls from my clients. So where was I? So yeah, I was actually showing you the topic feed from the Dennis himself. This is his own topic wheel that he has created. So basically these are the topics that you can see. He's actually either he's providing these services on, or either he's, either he has, products on these surrounding topics. And so basically that's why he has, he is actually connecting to the influencers who are actually serving within these topics. So people connect with your why outside ring, then want to understand how the middle of the ring, and only then care about what the product services you sell. Once you've determined your why, create a 1 minute video about it. So yeah, I will think don't think too much about it, and then, just try to start, start shooting the video one by one. First, the why series, you need to be done about. It's totally going to be about you, your story, what you do, what you stand for, and all that. And then, the how series, and the what series. And you can read about, all of these series, the difference in these three slides. And obviously this slide is going to be shared, so you can, get the idea from it anyways. So this is just to give you the idea. Once you will, once you will have the topic field, and once you will, once you will have your, topic field created, and with each of your topic events, once you will try to connect with the most, top influencers within that industry, you will, you will have, a lot of different content ideas, and, a lot of different techniques and strategies that you can even share, and even what they are sharing. And you can basically, try to create a similar content, and, come up with a better one. Okay, now let's jump on the 21 slide, and I think we are close to almost done. So yeah, this is just a breakdown of the previous slide. As you guys can see, so basically he's just, trying to show us basically on the managing people skill. These are the top most influencers he's actually trying to follow and learn from. So basically either, we can get the, ideas from our top influencers within those specific areas. So managing people, he's using, he's using to choose to learn from these. For the entrepreneurship, he's actually following them. And, similarly, you can see a whole lot of network mapping chart. So that's actually a pretty good idea, to have these all, topic wheel created, so that way you will have, a really broader pictures to see, where you're going and how you're actually keeping yourself up to date with the industry. And now that you will be following the top influencers, toppest people in the industry, you will be obviously learning from them gradually and improving your skills anyways. There is one more thing. So you will be like, okay, where can we get the, the topic ideas, and the more topic ideas, if you're not already getting from the top influencers that you're actually already following. If not, you can actually use the website Answer the Public Wheel, and you can, just write your topic, and you can click on it. Let me actually show you. It's actually pretty simple and pretty good. Okay, so let's say I make videos around Google Ads and marketing, and also I'm just gonna search Google Ads. As you guys can see, it will come up with a lot of different topics that people are actually searching for and looking around. So basically, as you guys can see, our Google Ads were third. So if I will need to, I will be able to actually get the ideas from these, and I will be, covering the topics around them. Also, yeah, there is actually one more video from my YouTube channel, which you guys can see. I think it's called Keyword Research, which you can actually see to get the idea of how you can easily generate more topics and more topic ideas from it. Let me actually quickly I'll have my video guy add those video on the end screen. But if not, you guys can see it right now. I'll actually show you. I'm not sure if I can see if I can find it. Okay, there we go. So basically this is the one. This is the almost 30 minutes long videos, but this basically this one is really great and explained in a really detailed how you can do a keyword research around your industry and come up with a lot of different topics that you can easily cover. And not only that, you will be able you will be able to see what topics you can cover which has the less amount of competition, so that if someone will be searching over the YouTube, so you will be on the top because there will be less competition. So yeah, there are a bunch of different techniques that I have covered in this video, keyword research, so hopefully that will help you as well. And the last slide has this is just in the blank, and then everything about this topic really has been explained in the top video or in the previous slide already. So yeah, this is just to give you the start, just to give you the something to start with. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and if you guys like the content, make sure to hit the like button and make sure to subscribe to get the most to get the latest update whenever these marketing videos are getting uploaded on my channels. Thanks, bye bye.